Social media marketing relates to the process of gaining website traffic or attention from social media platforms. Organizations will create content that attracts audiences and encourage readers to share and spread their brand via the internet. Through social media marketing, brand awareness, web traffic, and the spread of electronic word of mouth, or EWOM, increases. EWOM refers to any statement that consumers make on the internet about a good or a service, which then acts as a trusted source of the consumer to other buyers or to close friends to other friends. Compared to original methods of advertising, marketing online is more cost-effective and a larger market of audiences can be reached. When corporations market their products to their audience, it fits into one of two categories: business to consumer, B2C, or business to business, B2B. Restaurants and retail services market to you, the consumer. This is B2C marketing. This is where companies advertise through emotions, memories, and senses. Compared to B2B, this cycle is significantly shorter and consumers are encouraged to buy their product before having second thoughts. B2B marketing is where the goods and services of the business are marketed for the use of other businesses. Compared to B2C, these relationships are ongoing, the sale process takes longer, and the decision-making can occur on more than one level of the company. Launching its soon-to-be successful campaign in June 2014, the Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis Association, or ALSA, created an event that anyone could partake in and fundraise for. The Ice Bucket Challenge went viral, with a 1,861% increase of brand awareness in the first month alone. This campaign is quite obviously a business-to-consumer marketing strategy, as they are spreading their messages through their 908,000 Facebook, 32,000 Twitter, and 3,000 YouTube followers direct to you. Understanding the results of a corporation's actions within the 30,000 Americans affected with ALS is known as corporate social responsibility, or CSR. Defined by BusinessDictionary.com, this is where a company aims to embrace responsibility for the company's actions and encourage positive impacts through its activities. An example of this is the support of the hundreds of influential people such as Lionel Messi, Oprah Winfrey, and even billionaire Bill Gates. They were able to gain their support for free and successfully connected people of different interests and walks of life. However, although the campaign did do an incredible amount of good for the charity, there was backlash for the injuries that people received while partaking in the challenge. A teenager in Chicago died after a bucket full of water was accidentally dropped on his head mid-challenge, breaking his neck and killing him instantly. Others, although not as serious injuries have occurred, have caused some controversy amongst the campaign. But these injuries have occurred through people doing more daring stunts to get popularity through their own challenge. For every social media marketing campaign that you witness, there are 4 main aspects of each one, known as the 4 C's. Content, the first C, is what the business is trying to sell you. In this case, the idea of fundraising via completing the Ice Bucket Challenge. Context is where they are placing the challenge and how they connect that to the audience. The context of their media spread was celebrities informing the public of the cause, the money they've raised, and a nomination for who they wanted to see do the challenge next, shortly before being doused with freezing cold water and ice. The audience then involved themselves with the product. This is called connection, followed by the creation of a community for the product. From this challenge, the audience connected instantly, a challenge that their role models completed and that they could do in their own backyard with friends and family. No wonder why it was such a success. They then posted their videos on social media, providing ALSA with more than 370,000 hours of cost-free branded advertising. It was no longer about the brand, but the world coming together as a community to have fun and raise money for a charity. The ingenious campaign was created to make a maximum audience at a minimum cost. The challenge first received media attention on the 30th of June 2014, when personalities from a golfing channel took part in the challenge on air. Shortly after, the host of the Today Show in America took part, gaining an audience of 4.17 million across America. ALSA was then able to gain the attention of famous individuals to partake and spread the content worldwide. Used as a business measurement guide, return on investment is a ratio determined between the net profit and the cost of investment. A high ROI means that the company has gained a large sum of money for a small cost. ROIs can be effectively used as performance indicators to identify the efficiency of an investment. Within the 6 months of the Ice Bucket Challenge launch, ALSA raised $115 million solely from the project. Of that money, only 4% or $5 million was used for fundraising or processing fees. The rest of the $110 million was put to good use, supporting research, patients, and education. Not only from the money perspective, but brand awareness increased. In the first month alone, a 556% increase of Google searches relating to ALSA, with a 7.75% increase of visitors daily to the ALSA webpage. This publicity gained more than 17 million participants from all walks of life, partaking in the challenge. Everyone was learning about the challenge and the issue that they could help cure. Although this fundraiser was widely successful throughout the world, some ideas of how to better work their campaigning for future years can be implemented. The genius idea of using volunteering influential people to spread their campaign should be continued, but aim to try and find willing contestants that target certain audiences, such as age groups, hobbies, and preferences. This way, each individual market is addressed and informed about the challenge. Currently, Elsa use YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as their main distributors for information and use to reach their million followers. With more than 1 billion users, Instagram can be used to connect to 71% of their audience who are aged under 35, the most likely contenders for their challenge. With users spending an average of 53 minutes on the app alone, it will be impossible for your posts to be missed. I don't recommend that you remove any of your social media platforms, as you have a wide range of coverage and access to millions of potential customers. You do, however, need to increase your awareness on all 3 of these platforms. There is a potential audience of over 4 billion. Spread the word and get some followers. The Ice Bucket Challenge has received millions of likes, ha-has, and love hearts. Elsa has managed to take an incredibly simple yet funny idea and turned it into more than $100 million worth of profits. What a great way to freeze and support charity. I guess you could say you're a cool kid.